in an aircraft that restricts the maximum movement of the rudder. The rudder is a primary control surface located at the tail of an aircraft, and it helps to control the yaw. At lower speeds, the rudder travel limiter allows for greater rudder movement to facilitate sharp turns. At higher speeds, it restricts rudder deflection that could compromise the aircraft's structural integrity and stability. With the fault resolved, the crew's attention shifted from the ECAM to the onboard weather radar. They noticed a large storm looming in the distance. The captain requested a deviation of 15 miles to the left of the track to avoid the weather, which was approved. The aircraft then altered its course to a heading of 310 degrees. Thunderstorms pose the most significant risk to aircraft among all weather conditions. They often contain hail, heavy rainfall, lightning, ice, strong winds, and supercooled water droplets, potentially damaging an aircraft under extreme circumstances. Pilots make every effort to steer clear of thunderstorms whenever feasible to ensure the safety of the flight. Shortly after, a second failure occurred on both rudder travel limiter units, signaling with a chime and the illumination of the master caution light. Once again, the same message appeared on the ECAM. The pilots promptly repeated the ECAM action, and both rudder travel limiter units resumed normal function. The pilots contacted air traffic control in Jakarta, informing them that the flight had turned left off its planned route to avoid the bad weather conditions. This update was acknowledged and tracked on the radar screen by the controller. The controller then instructed the pilots to report once they had cleared the weather. Shortly afterward, the pilots requested to climb to 38,000 feet if possible, to which they were advised to stand by. Regrettably, this marked the final radio communication. Once again, a single chime sounded, accompanied by an ECAM message. This marked the third failure of both rudder travel limiter units during this flight. Following the ECAM procedures, the pilots took action, and the system returned to normal function. But 2 minutes later, the master caution light illuminated again, and the same message appeared on the ECAM. This was now the fourth occurrence, and the captain pondered what else he could do instead of repeating the same action for the fourth time, which seemed to yield no results. Then, something struck his memory. The captain had seen the engineer reset the FAC circuit breakers on the ground